Hey, beautiful Pisces. It's good to see you all again. I'm coming in for an update for June 1st through 10th for you tonight. So let's dive right in and see what's coming. It's a collective reading, so it may resonate with you exactly. It may not resonate this time, but I'm glad you're here if you've been here before, and if you're new, welcome. What's coming for Pisces? Okay, they want me to pull that one. Judgment card. Major changes. Whoa, I've got the goosebumps, Pisces. Look at this. That just jumped out right away. You know, the Judgment card has a lot to do with, major life changes, of course. But it also, especially in this time frame, I consider this the ascension card. So a lot of you are going through a lot of ascension process. This is very much the card with angels. You can see the angels up in the top. Lots of rebirth. You know, a lot of you have gone through dark night of the soul. You've gone through difficult situations, and now you're through that. It's like a spiritual graduation. And there is ascension. I mean, I consider this the fifth dimension 5D card, and that's a big deal. Pisces, wow. Starting right out with that one. See what's coming the first month of June. Good money. Here's a man that you're dealing with, or this may represent you, Pisces. But this is a money guy. He's good with finance. He may give good financial advice. He may be your partner. For some reason, he's showing up in the conflict position, so there may be a little conflict around him at this time. We'll see where that goes. But not bad, because he's upright, so... Okay, here's three girls. This is the star card. Sometimes, though, this is three sisters or three women right beside of this King of Pentacles. So I feel like it could be a mother and two daughters, or three sisters, three daughters, something like that. Really close. And it's also divine order. I consider that the divine order card. And again, this goes right along with the Judgment card. Ascension, divine order, angels. Doesn't get much better than that, Pisces. Wow, it's so good. You are just on a really upward spiral, and I know you've been through it. You deserve it. You've worked hard to get where you are right now. Look at this. Things coming together. Here's your Two of Cups. I feel like everything's starting to pull together for you. And they're showing me right next to that the World card. Talk about spiritual graduations and things resolving in your favor, and a lot of success. This is kind of like, she's the pearl. It's like you're the pearl coming out of the oyster shell, and you've been in there, waiting and growing, all this spiritual growth all that time, and then the oyster opens up, and there you are. You're the pearl. So it's a really beautiful image of where you're at this time, Pisces. It's pretty amazing. Here's the Emperor. This represents you or somebody you are dealing with. This, the Emperor is a great card. It's a really solid person. It represents a solid foundation. This can represent wealth. This can represent real estate. This can represent any sort of building or building houses, contractors, things like that. Father figures, fathers. And this is saying to persevere. This is the card that says, keep going, Pisces. Keep going. That's what this is saying. We know you might be tired, but keep going. You're on your path, okay? All right, I'm going to switch over to this other deck. Let's see what else is coming for Pisces. June 1st. Can you believe it's June 1st already? Amazing. Okay, Pisces energy, Pisces. Okay, this is saying follow the leader. Okay, this is telling me that you are going to be the leader. Okay, so in whatever situation you're in, Pisces, you are going to become the person that people look up to. You're the person that kind of charts the course, whether it's parents for their children, or whether you're the boss or the leader in a group, or your job, your career. I feel like people are really looking up to you, Pisces. You gained a lot of respect. This is a really good card. This is such a good reading. You guys are on an amazing path. You really are. You've done a tremendous amount of spiritual growth. I know you went through it to get there too. Okay, this is having to do with home. This is the home card. And I feel like this has a lot to do with this kind of special feeling of being very grounded, that you are that feeling of home for a lot of people, that you represent that. Even people, you know, of course, family, but I'm saying people that maybe you work with, like when they're near you, they feel like they're home. And some of you are empaths, and some of you may be feeling like you're drawing in people that want to feel like they're home with you, and maybe it's draining in some ways, and you're going in there and closing the door, you know, because you have to, because you're such an empath. So this is a very warm card that represents your energy on so many levels, you know, whether it's literally your home or whether it's how you make people feel, you know. Oh, I just saw owls. I just saw this little owl on here. That's a sign for you. The owl is, you know, representative of the psychic. Can you see it? It's up in the tree there. You may see an owl, Pisces, okay? Owls represent new beginnings. They represent psychic energy. Sometimes they can represent endings and new beginnings. So this is, and there's a little clock here on the wall. So it's like, it has to do with timing. It has to do with, you know, your time is almost come. You know, your time is there to make this big transformation, which I feel like is into 5D, you know, spiritual graduation and things like that. Oh, and they're also saying to me, this means you're going home. So this is about this major transformation and ascension. They're really talking to you about ascension tonight, Pisces. This reading's getting deep fast, isn't it? It's really, they said you were ready for this. They wanted me to use these cards tonight. So this is about you going into a spiritual home, all right? Or your home itself may be the home of spirituality. And I'm quite sure it is for you, Pisces. So this may be this feeling of you wanting to go home into like your spiritual home as well. Let's see where else we go with this, Pisces. I could go on a lot about that. That's really amazing. I feel like they do want me to go on about this a little bit more too. Some of you may feel like you're a fish out of water, okay? In what you're doing right now or where you're living, things like that. Like you have this longing to go home, but you're not really quite sure where home is. And I know, you know, sometimes star seeds and indigo children who are now adults, you know, people who are from other places other than maybe Earth, have this feeling of wanting to go home. You know, maybe it doesn't feel like home. Maybe what you're doing right now doesn't feel quite like your home, and you're longing for home. And that's another reason they brought this up, because these major transformations and getting into that 5D energy takes you back to your original source. So it is coming up, and that's exactly what this owl is representing. If you see an owl come and light on a tree next to you or something, just know it's your spirit guides, that, you know, spirit's really talking to you. That's a pretty interesting message. Let's see what else. Spirit of place. Okay, here we go again. This is really akin to the home card. So this is talking to me about some of you either have a special place or you want to have a special place that you go that brings spirit around you. So this could be a place in nature. This could be a certain season. You know, with her, it's showing the fall leaves around her, and it's having to do with a certain season that really brings on spirit around you. For some of you that may be summer, for some of you it may be fall. You know, it just depends on what your special place is, and they're really encouraging you to go to that, because you know, it really raises your vibration. So create a special space. If you don't have a special place that you go, create a special place in your home, in a corner of a room that, you know, where you meditate or where you do prayer, or maybe you read cards, but it's like you need that special space. Very important for you right now. Okay, Pisces, this is the magic stream. Okay, wow. This is a really magical card. You know, there's the white egret that's sitting on this card next to a waterfall. And the white egret very much represents spirit and sometimes those who've passed over. And the stream is representing this flow of beautiful love and spiritual energy around you. And so they're encouraging you to be around water, for one thing, but also to really get in touch with this magical stream of love and flowing energy within your own spirit, Pisces. And I feel like you'll find that in this special place. It's interesting, both of these came together. Some of you may be feeling like that stream, that magical stream inside you is blocked at this time, or maybe it's backing up. You could be experiencing things like floods or leaks in your house, you know, that's literally manifesting on the physical level from where your magic stream is backing up because it's not flowing the way you want it to. It's interesting how that will happen in the physical world. You know, it really can become a thing, you know, especially with emotions that are being held back and things like that. So if you find your special place, you know, your spirit of place, this is going to help you create that flow. So they're really encouraging you, go and sit by water, feel your spirit flow with the water. If you can find a stream or a creek, any body of water, even your bathtub, okay? They're really saying to, you know, get that flow of spirit going in your, you know, through your spirit, through your body. We got one more here for Pisces. See what else. Pisces, this is, your spirit is so beautiful and it's really reflected in this reading for you tonight. Wow, this is pretty. This is a deep freeze, okay? This is a lion and he looks like he's really cold. He's by this frozen water. And this is him going through a winter time. So some of you with this, you know, if your magic stream is kind of blocked and that sort of thing, this may be just you going through kind of your own inner winter time, okay? This is you just sort of hibernating, you know, sleeping through, you know, I don't feel like you're actually sleeping based on what I'm seeing, but you know what I mean? Like you're taking a break, you're kind of like waiting for spring to come again. You know, some of you in this situation of you're waiting on your way home. You know, you want that spiritual home. You want this major transformation in 5D. So you're kind of going through a deep freeze right now. You may be feeling like you're just sort of frozen in time. You're sort of waiting. But this lion on this card is so representative of your inner strength. And it's going to come alive again. You know, if you're feeling like you're sort of stuck at the moment and sort of waiting, you're sort of in this period of just waiting it out, waiting for the next season to come in, it's coming. And this lion has tremendous strength. He's saving it all up, okay? He's sleeping by this frozen pond and he's definitely saving it up. Let me see where this goes. Let's get one more for you, Pisces. Actually, they're telling me we're going to switch over to the angels. Okay, 1 second. Switch to this angel deck real quick. Let's see what else for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Learning experience. Okay, again, this is your guardian angel. And this guardian angel has this beautiful white dove, which is the dove of peace. And this learning experience that you've gone through recently that has gotten you to this major transformation and this beautiful spiritual graduation and all this amazing spiritual growth that you're going through, just know that learning experience got you there. Okay, so everything you've gone through over the last few months, you know, some of it's been difficult for some of you dealing with, some of you dealt with a narcissist that kept showing up in your readings, you know, the person, and that's behind you. That was some sort of a learning experience for you to really flex your inner muscles. You know, you had to really muster up all of your inner strength to deal with that situation for a lot of you. But look where it's gotten you. This is just such a beautiful reading. Here it is again, you're a leader. Look at this. 2 leader cards came up. This is why they wanted me to go to this other deck. They wanted me to talk about this again. So remember, the follow the leader card came up, and here it is, you're a leader. So this is really important to know that people are watching you. They're really respecting you, Pisces. They kind of want to know what you're going to do next, because they might want to do that too. I feel like they're listening closely to your words. I feel like you're guiding a lot of people with your voice and with your words. You're guiding them on a path. They're very much trying to get their lives together. There's some ducks on this card. I feel like people are trying to get their ducks in a row, and they want you to tell them how to do it. Some of you may be in a position of, you know, helping people through talking to them. You know, you may be a tarot reader yourself. You may be a counselor, a teacher, a pastor, but in some way you're leading people, whether it's one by one or whole groups of people. And you may be leading them on a platform, you know, like this, or you may be leading them on the phone. There's a variety of ways. So however this fits you, however this resonates with you, they want me to leave you with this, okay? You're in a really important role. You know, Spirit has placed you there. So good job, Pisces. Wow. This is like I said, this reflects your beautiful spirit. It really does. So anyway, thank you for coming in tonight. I'm really, really amazed with what they came through for you tonight, because it's just, you know, it's really beautiful. And I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did doing it for you. The energy just feels so peaceful and so wonderful. So anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful night, and hope I see you again soon. And if you've watched this far, thank you so much. Watching to the end of videos, it really does help a lot. It helps the channel get recommended more, so my messages get out more. Anyway, thank you. You all have a great night. I love you guys.